Hello, I've been talking about doing a Manic Panic review for a while. Not on their makeup, but their hair dye. I will say that I really like their their purples and their reds, and there was a shade of pink that I used, like a really bright pink. I liked that because that was a couple of years ago, so I don't know. Apparently the brand has changed some over the years. I used Shocking Blue in my husband's hair, Shocking Blue and Midnight Blue. And the Midnight Blue, I think, is the one that turns like a darker purple. When you wash it, it does like kind of like a funny purple color after you wash it out. I forget if it's the Midnight Blue or the Shocking Blue. I think it's the Midnight Blue, and the Shocking Blue I think is the one that turns turquoise, like a light turquoise. When you wash it out of your hair after it sits in your hair, you end up with fucking turquoise, which I think is pretty shitty. It's false advertising when you say that a color is supposed to be a certain shade of blue, and it turns turquoise when you put it on when you wash it off your head, and you can't get it to go darker. That is bullshit. That is not a good company. Well, maybe not a company as a whole, but that's not a very good quality hair dye. That particular color, or those particular colors, aren't really the best. I don't mind the purple. The one from, I think it's the Shocking Blue or the Midnight Blue that turns purple. You wash it out of your hair. When you wash your hair, it fades into this weird purple. I don't mind that because purple's my favorite color, and I can tolerate that, but that's not good quality hair dye that if it turns colors that it's not supposed to. Also, with Manic Panic, I've noticed that you can't mix with other brands very well. Because even when my Beyond Zone yellow hair dye was fresh, I tried to mix it with something from Manic Panic, and it did not turn out. It faded. It went on a really pretty color, and then there was absolutely almost no color on the hair after you rinse it out, which is shitty. Hair dyes should be mixable. As far as I'm concerned, those kind of hair dyes should mix. Because most other brands do mix with other brands. Manic Panic's just a pain in the ass. At least their blues don't mix with any other brand. Also, their purples do stay in the hair pretty decently. And the blues, some of the blues tend to fade out really quickly, like the Midnight Blue and the Shocking Blue. They tend to fade out pretty quick. The Rockabilly Blue, it doesn't fade out as quickly, but it doesn't last for more than like 2 or 3 weeks without turning like an icy blue color, which is pretty, but that's usually how it is with temporary hair dyes anyway. Their reds wash out pretty quick. Within like about 2 weeks, it turns pink. But that's to be expected. Reds do wash out of hair quickly. But when they say it should last for 4 weeks, it should last for 4 weeks and still look presentable. Because if you leave it in there for 4 weeks, it's going to be running out of your hair and looking weird. I used to dye my hair a Killer Box red and Vampire red and a couple of others. And it washed out very quickly, but I liked it and how it mixed with the blonde that I used their bleach kit, which I don't like the bleach kits. The bleach kits are terrible for your hair. Both my sister and I tried using the Manic Panic one, and it totally strips the hair, and you cannot get it I can't get my hair to go back to normal very, very well with that. Because their bleach will destroy your hair. Well, it destroys my hair, and it completely ruined my sister's hair. She has curly hair, and curly kind of coarse hair, and she used it, and it fucked up her entire hair. So, give it a big fucking thumbs down. Thumbs down for Manic Panic Lightning Bleach Kit. Or Flash Lightning, whatever it's called. I give it a thumbs down for personal experience, because I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, and it takes color out real splotchy. I had, not dyed my hair in a while, when I first started putting the wild colors in my hair, and the bleach was terrible for Manic Panic. Absolutely horrible, splotchy color taken out. It takes the color out really splotchily, and it's too fucking expensive for subpar quality. That's actually worse than subpar. It's terrible. So I give that an F for fuck you. But anyway, they're green, like the electric lizard that I used when I had green and yellow hair back almost 2 years ago. It went on pretty decently. It looks really dark, a lot darker than it actually goes on. It actually turns out, because once you rinse it out, it's like a highlighter green, and it doesn't last through more than 2 washes. I wasn't impressed with Electric Lizard. That color sucked. It washed out of my hair really quickly. It wasn't good at all. And also, why the fuck is the hair dye so damn dark in the container? Like, it actually looks like lizard skin in the container. And then you rinse it out, and it's like, it's a highlighter green with the same transparency as a highlighter. I probably would have done better coloring my fucking head with a highlighter with that green stuff that they call hair dye. That's bullshit, Manic Panic. So, make your fucking Electric Lizard hair dye better. I can't stand a bad fucking product, especially because Manic Panic is about $10 for a little thing like that. Anywhere between $8 to $10 for a thing like that, and it was supposed to glow in the dark, and it didn't. Yeah. Over the years, I would say that Manic Panic's hair dye has declined as far as I can tell. Because I'm not impressed with the darker blues that I used. They didn't go on like they said they would. They're not as dark as they say they are, or as the coloring would suggest. And they don't have longevity, which is terrible, because if you spend $10 for a tub of hair dye, like for like a few ounces of hair dye, it better fucking work. It has nothing to do with it being vegan either, because Ion Brilliance is vegan and it has fantastic color. Their lavender color, or lilac, whatever it's called, lasts for a long time, and it's completely vegan. Splat purple lasts for a very long time, and it's completely vegan, so there's no excuse for them to be selling something that won't stay in your fucking hair. I don't run around with filthy, dirty, nasty hair. So, yeah, if they expect it to last with washing your hair twice a week or so, they better make it a little bit better. Because I set it in my hair for over an hour, the green, and it barely stayed. I'm not impressed with that. The quality of Manic Panic's dyes run the gamut. Some of them are really, really awesome. Some of them are really, really awesome. And I don't advise using the Flash Lightning Bleach Kit. That is a total failure. So, I used to be like a really big advocate for Manic Panic's hair dyes. I used to have their make stickers out of a little thing that said "Live Fast, Die," or "Live Fast, Die Hard," or something like that. I don't know. But I was a diehard of theirs, DYEHARD. I loved them. Now I feel like I can't support them as a whole because some colors absolutely suck ass. And I wouldn't let my worst enemy dye my hair with them. With how splotchy how splotchy the bleach turns out, and how dry it makes your hair, and how bad your hair will fall out, it's not worth it. Because I severely damaged my hair when I used that, and it took 2 years for it to grow out properly. And I would never use that again. Because I was using Frizzies and the Shine Serum by John Frieda, and a really good conditioner. I was using John Frieda and Paul Mitchell shampoo and stuff like that. The really good stuff. 4-colored hair that is supposed to restore nourishment to your hair. I was using olive oil conditioner and shampoo, which works really well. And my hair was still shit because of Manic Panic. And I didn't dare use a hair straightener because I was afraid that my ends would break off because of how dry they were. That's terrible. As an alternative to Manic Panic bleach, I would advise buying the Walla or Prismacolor bleach powder and bleach powder and activator because it works really well. I use I think it's Walla, the big thing of the activator, and Color Brilliance or something like that. Some vegan, I know it's a vegan brand in a tub like that. It comes like a pound of bleach powder. And that's really good. It doesn't fuck up your hair. Or Whiteout by Beyond Zone. That's a really good kit. The toner actually nourishes your hair. Now, Manic Panic, their toner is called Virgin. And I don't know if I trust it because a lot of the really light colors are not as good as they claim they are. Actually, Manic Panic, stop it, Jake. Manic Panic is a hit or miss when it comes to their hair dye. I do not care for them as a whole because if you pick up a new color that you don't know how it's going to work, it's like playing Russian roulette. It might turn out good, it might turn out horrible. So if you want reliable results, I wouldn't advise Manic Panic as a whole. Some of their colors are good, some of them are terrible. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. And I do have a lot of experience with Manic Panic because I've been using that brand for like 8 years, and it started making me mad the past couple of years. I still love Ultraviolet, and I think it's called Plum Passion. No, Ultraviolet and like the darker purple haze and Ultraviolet. Yeah, that's what they are. Those two were really good colors. Their purples don't let me down. And the red, well, I wouldn't use that brand again. It's okay, but it's not the best. But their pink, I don't know if it works well anymore or not. It looked good for the 2 weeks that I had it. But then I dyed it brown, so I can't really do a longevity claim on that one. Anywho, I'm starting to ramble. I just want to say that overall I'm disappointed in Manic Panic and the quality of their hair dyes over recent years. And I just want to say to Fish and Snooki, I love you guys. I love the makeup y'all make. I love some of the colors that you have for hair dye. But you've got to do something about the consistency of your product line. Because some of your hair dyes are trash. And and your bleach kits are horrible. This is 2014. You can make better hair dye than you could have made back in the 70s. Please improve some of your products. Thank you very much from a customer of yours. I am still a customer. I still love you guys. I still admire you guys. I still like the makeup and a lot of the hair dyes that you all have, but some of it is just absolutely garbage. And that needs to change because that's not right. Either that or bring down the price significantly on the ones that don't last. Anywho, that's my spiel about it, but I do like that you can hold on to that you can use the dye more than once, that you can put some in your hair, put the lid back on it, and then set it aside and then put some more color on it, because it doesn't have peroxide or any activator in it. It's just put the pigment on your head. And some of those can be touch and go, but Manic Panic, it's either really good or really bad. And there needs to be a consistency of excellence. Because that makes me mad when a brand can't have good on all of the hair dyes. Anywho, yeah, that's my spiel on Manic Panic, my review. If you got any comments or anything to contribute or an opinion, shoot me a message in my inbox or shoot me a comment or so, or something. But don't attack me for my opinion, for my review. You can post a review of your own, you counter my review, or something like that, but don't attack me for my opinion. Anyway, yeah, from one funky head to another funky head. Thank you for watching, and I'll be making a couple more reviews on hair dyes and stuff. I think my next video will be a review of Manic Panic's makeup, because I love their makeup. Anyway, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Bye, and thank you for watching.